Hello again, I'm back with another video. In this video, right, we're going to talk about traditional CMS versus headless CMS. And trust me when I say this, that this is going to be the final video that you'll ever see about traditional versus headless CMS. You won't have to watch any video after this. And how would I make this happen? Obviously, I won't be comparing them feature by feature. I mean, everybody on the internet is doing that. I'll make it so simple that even a 9-year-old can understand this. So, as I do it in all other videos, who this video is for the next topic about. So if you are a CTO, CMO, or any C-level executive running an e-commerce brand or an agency or like a SaaS business, and you're trying to figure out uh, traditional CMS versus headless CMS, which one should I choose, what does it do, and all of that, you should watch this video. And before I start explaining, let me make something very, very clear about the whole setup of traditional CMSs versus headless CMS. So let's take this example. Imagine you're going to buy a milk, right? Imagine you're going to buy groceries. You take a Honda car with you, right? And it's a comparison between a Honda car and an F1 car. Each one has its own use case. Now, if you need to buy milk, obviously you're going to take a Honda car. You would not need an F1. But if you're entering a race, Honda wouldn't make the cut. The same logic applies here. Now, how does it apply here? I'm going to tell you this. Now, see, for example, okay, this is a complete marketing setup right now which we have. There are different kinds of marketing that people use these days. Say, for example, SEO, webinar, influencer marketing, social media marketing, blogs, PPC, and a lot more things. So this is a basic idea of marketing for you. Now, how would a traditional CMS look like, and what does a headless CMS look like from, say, a perspective of technicality? Now let's look at these two videos. uh, in a traditional CMS, right? Like if I play this video, right, the customization, performance, SEO, flexibility, all maintenance, all this is so cumbersome. It's so difficult to maintain all of them together. Correct. Obviously, because it's tightly coupled and it makes it very difficult. Now, when it comes to headless CMS, right, you can see the performance, customization, maintenance, collaboration becomes easy peasy for you. Obviously, because it's decoupled. That's one of the main reasons why it is. So yeah, with having said that, before I dive deep into this whole topic, let me break it down for you. We need to understand the different types of businesses and the ways they generate leads. As I told you in the previous thing, these are some of the ways to generate leads, which is a marketing techniques to do it. And almost every business relies on marketing channels to generate leads, right? And in the graph that I am doing right now, or the framework that I've set up, I will explain to you what stage and when you should use traditional CMS, when you should use headless CMS. So before that, let's understand this whole framework. This has been divided into quadrants, okay? First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Now this is divided into cheap, expensive, fast, and slow. Now, say for example, affiliate marketing, cold calling, blogs. All of these are cheap ways to do marketing, right? And obviously the results are not that fast as well. They're pretty slow. Now, when it comes to say a webinar or a newsletter or a cold outreach, right? This could be fast, but it's obviously on the cheaper side. Similarly, when we look at, say, for example, an influencer marketing or running ad campaigns, right? These are fast, but obviously comes with a lot of expense. Now, imagine somebody doing a podcast. Now, for a podcast to run and become viral, it might take a lot of time. So, somebody to build a community of, say, for example, it'll take a lot of times. Review sites take a lot of time. So, obviously, these are expensive, but these are slow as well in terms of results. Now, how do I work? Like, for example, what do I do? How do I work? Now, I could work on different parameters. Say, for example, you could primarily work on annual recurring revenue. I mean, this doesn't hold good all the time, but this is one of the easiest way to bifurcate things based on the revenue that you're generating. So basically, for one quadrant, you can put it as 1 to 10 million ARR. In another quadrant, probably less than 1 million ARR. Something in another quadrant, you can put it as 50 to 100 million ARR. In another quadrant, it's 100 million or greater than 100 million ARR. So that's how you divide it. Say, for example, Now I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to get into the part where how do you divide this. Say for example, 1 to 10, lesser than 1 million ARR, right? So obviously, you would want to, you know, I don't want to get into this again, but I would rather get into this. Like, uh, when would you choose something which is lesser than 1 million ARR, right? Obviously, when you have annual recurring revenue which is less than 1 million ARR, you don't want to invest too much into your tech, correct? Because you don't know what's working and what's not working, and how do you go about it and how do you scale, correct? So that is when you go for something like WordPress or Wix or Squarespace, right? Like when you have say between 1 to 10 million ARR, you would move to something like Webflow or Adobe Commerce or Drupal or whatever it is, or Joomla. Now, when you have something to do between say 50 to 100 million or less than 50 to 100 million, but obviously greater than 1 to 10 million, right? Now that's when you look for a lot of headless CMS. For example, Builder.io, Storyblock, Strappy, Prismic, all of these CMSs. Now, when you have say more than 100 million CRR, 100 million ARR, right, annual recurring revenue, you would predominantly look at enterprise grade headless CMS, say for example, a Sanity or a Contentful. Even for the matter of fact, if you have a good in-house team, for example, say somebody with 100 million ARR, right, they can always set up their own team, own dev team, and they can always invest in devs properly. So obviously, you can always choose from a variety of headless CMS, including the open source as well. So this is exactly how you would, differentiate and categorize based on ARR. Not all the time. Obviously, there could be situations wherein somebody having 100 million ARR might just want a simple landing page, and might go to something, say for example a Strappy, or say even WordPress for the matter of fact, if their concern is sorted. And somebody who might have like 1 to 10 million ARR but might have like a lot of customizations, lot of might have an in-house tech team, might end up going this. But it's not always, it's not like a clear cut scenario, right? This is the ideal scenario that normally happens, and that is what we have noticed from our end with the clients. Now, now when I talk about headless CMS, right, there are a lot of big names using it. Say, for example, Figma. Figma is using Sanity. Now you look at DocuSign using Contentful. Again, a lot of other big companies like Intercom is using Contentful. Atlassian is Loom is using Sanity. So all of these big enterprise grade companies which I'm talking about is 100 million ARR, right? All of those people with all of those companies, right, end up using enterprise grade headless CMS. Now, having said that, right, Sanity has been serving for big clients, say for example, Supreme, Phantom, Retool, Bagu, a lot of them, Anthropic, Contentful has been. I've already given examples of Contentful already. Atlassian, Costa, Delis, everybody. Builder.io has been being used by Vimeo, and similarly, a lot of other CMSs. Say for example, Directus is being used by Kia, Mercedes Benz, Bose. So all of these, CMSs are being used by a lot of the companies. A lot of the companies are moving from traditional setup to headless setup. And the reason I already told you this video, how performance, customization, maintenance, collaboration, and flexibility, multi-platform, all of these can be handled, without getting without compromising in any of those. So yes, so now obviously if you move to a headless setup, right, you're also looking at ROIs, right? When do you when can I expect an ROI? Now let's look at an assumption here. Let's assume you are a company doing a monthly recurring revenue of 2 million. Your net profit margin is around 20%, which makes it 400K, and your current CMS cost is coming to around 400K, which is around 33,333 per month. And post migration of the CMS, right, you're say for example, you take a headless CMS of Contentful, Strappy, or Sanity, right, your cost would drop to almost around $80,000 annually, which is around 6,600 per month. So obviously your development cost, human operational efficiency is going to increase. Your conversion rates are going to increase. So now when you look at conversion rates, right, pre-migration it will be around 4.8% with a mobile traffic of 80%, desktop traffic of around 40%. While post migration it'll come to around 5.52%. And obviously there is like 1.15x increase in the conversion performance. While you do the math entirely, right, your net profit gain is around 45K, or approximately around 45K, but operational savings is around 640K, and total annual impact is around $8.5 million for a 2 million monthly recurring revenue company. So a payback period is roughly around 2 to 3 months by the time you set it up. So as content efficiency and traffic scale, returns improve further, making the transition even more financially advantageous for you. So we have seen this with clients that we have dealt with. We have helped them move from traditional setup to headless setup, and we have seen the kind of impact it had with performance, with customization, with SEO, and the overall impact of revenue, and the profit gain that they had after moving to headless CMS is somewhere down the line, exactly like how I gave you an example. Now, obviously, another question is why you should listen to me. I mean, I run a focus team called VFrame Tech back in Bangalore. This is what we do day in, day out. This is a bread and butter. We have been helping clients across the globe. And when I say across the globe, you see the names like Abax, Unimake, all of these people, that all of these companies that we have applied, we have used Headless CMS for them. And this is no joke. Like we've literally used headless CMS, all kinds. We've worked with multiple headless CMSs. I'm going to come to the list of headless CMS. These are some of the reviews and testimonials. You see how our clients speak highly of us. Now you hear being Darren James, Bond, all of these clients speak highly of us. With all of these different clients, we have used different kinds of CMSs. We have worked with clients across the globe. Darren from Singapore, Bond from Germany, Mika from Switzerland, Rajaro from Australia. We work with different continents, different countries, different demographics, different age groups. So yeah. Apart from that, we also have a Upwork profile which you can have a look at. We have 100% job success, all the profiles, and we're top rated as well. Now, this is the tech stack that we use. I don't want to get deep into it, but obviously, look at the headless stack here. We have worked with 10 plus different headless CMSs. Some of them even not listed here. Uh, but apart from this, obviously you have commerce modules, you have backend, all of that. Now if you want to get into detail about what these CMSs are, how these CMSs are categorized, how do I choose the CMSs, there are different other videos that I've posted on my YouTube channel. You can go ahead and look at this, and I've explained in detail on how you choose the CMSs based on these criterias. So obviously if you're still confused, I totally understand. Getting confused is totally fine. Obviously, you cannot. If you think that you want to build something of your own as a team, it is going to take you a lot of time. Hiring the whole process. Instead, you can come to us. We have rigorously trained resources. You wouldn't be spending, overhead cost. Like for example, if you're building a team of yourself, you are roughly estimating a math of around 400 to 500K annually. And if you come to us, obviously you could get it done 5x lesser in terms of pricing. So that is one thing. The second thing is about, we just don't develop. We make sure that you are also ranking in terms of keywords. We make sure that your SEO is top notch. We adhere to AEO, GEO, AIO, RAG, semantic search, LLM, obviously generative answering. We have aligned to the changing landscape of SEO. Now you can see this best sanity CMS agency, and we rank here. We rank for multiple other keywords as an agency and at different locations. Say for example, New York. We are ranking there for next year's agency as well. We have so many clients reaching out to us on our emails. Say for example, this wherein Legion Health client has reached out to us. So there are a lot of other contact submissions that has happened, and we have been able to crack this SEO once we move to the headless space ourselves, right? So this is some of the results that we have shown to the client last year. How this happened only after we cracked it ourselves as well. So this is what we promise you as a company. We make sure that your web health is great in terms of performance, SEO and stuff. We make sure that we give you top notch SEO optimization. We make sure the development is top notch as well. So yeah, I mean, after having said all this, you can surely book a time with us. My Calendly link will be given in the YouTube description. Please book a meeting with us. We have 20 hours of free developer time for you. Utilize this effectively. Let us know what you're trying to build, and we can help you build the same. Or even if we don't help you out, we can obviously guide you through the whole process, and you can take a decision from there. Thank you so much for listening to me, and hope to collaborate soon, and keep watching this space for more videos. Thank you so much.